Woot woot, and welcome to the round 18 of the BRL Tier 5 Xbox F1 2020 League Race at Japan. We have, I believe, 11 drivers here today with us, and we should have a very interesting race, as this is one of the first races that the championship title can be locked out away from everybody else if Zach the Beast outscores the Red Bull of Bad Hunt House and the McLaren of Ron Swanson by 16 points. We do have 11 drivers today, and we have our 3 championship hopefuls with Ron Swanson and Bad Hunt House looking to start to reel in Zach the Beast. As another interesting fact about Zach the Beast, he's only finished a race outside the podium once as he's been racing here, or since he started. And looks like the first one to be out will be Enter Caesar, the first one outside of the only Alfa Romeo of the tier, it looks like, to come out. And we do have a new driver today of one man. As Ender Caesar will be the first one out, and Wavy will be the next one that will set a lap. So, more facts about the championship. Besides the Drivers' Championship, the Constructors' Championship is quite tight, actually, because the top three teams, Williams, Red Bull, and McLaren, are all within 8 points of each other. So, this race could either make that gap larger or shorter. And the next closest battle is between the Haas and Renault for the 5th place position in the Constructors' Championship. Next closest is Alfa and Ferrari, and AlphaTauri and Racing Point are about 20 points apart. And looks like one man and Ron Swanson will come on, as well as Ender Caesar. Looks like he will now be starting his lap time. And welcome everybody to Japan. And you just now started seeing Enter Caesar start his lap. Can he get turn 1 well? And that looks like the Racing Point of Slingshot that's just out in front of him. Will Slingshot get out of the way, or does Caesar just have to deal with the dirty air? And looks like my co-commentator is now here in Q-Man. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I just ate some food.
Okay, I thought you were being murdered for a second. So Enter Caesar has some traffic. Looks like that is Bad Hunt House right in front of him, and Slingshot still not getting out of the way of Caesar. So this will definitely affect his lap, and looks like he has bailed out. So the next one that will set a lap is Wavy. Has nobody near him, so he shouldn't have no problem finishing this lap. Coming through Sector 2, nice and neat. What time can he put up on the board to set the bar? Coming around the very difficult section of Sector 2. Coming around the, I'm guessing the GT starting grid line. Of course, he's gonna have purple Sector 2 because it is his first lap out. Enter Caesar does 1:33.2 with Slingshot in front of him, but I highly doubt that time will stand easily. As Caesar comes around at a 1:30.1, very respectable time from him, and I'm pretty sure the next one will finish the lap is Ron Swanson coming around the final corner, and he will do a 1:28.5, almost 2 seconds clear of Wavy. Next one, I believe that will complete a lap, is the new driver in one man. Ugh. As my nose decided to clog all the way up. So okay, man, what are you expecting from this small grid race tonight?
Well, first of all, excuse me, going around in Sector 2. Yeah, this is a tricky track here, especially for this Tier 5 to Tier 5 drivers. One of the toughest tracks on the circuit. Zach would pull a good result here. It's very, first of all, he's very near of winning this championship. So, if I'm correct, if Zach can win this race, and if that allows Ross doesn't get any points, Zach can win this championship here. If I'm correct.
As you were talking about Zach does a 127, almost a second clear of his championship rival in Ron Swanson, and Slingshot does almost a 130 flat. Definitely respectable from him, and looks like we have a whole yellow track. Next one, I believe that will set a lap is Avi just started his lap, so yeah, so Avi will be the next one to set a lap. Avi has definitely improved throughout the season, but he hasn't been the greatest. Looks like we have a yellow sector 1 that looks like to be one man letting people through. Gasmokin also started his flying lap. And Keyman, would you like to pull up chat and see if anybody's complaining about me?
Sure thing.
Ooh, Dark Flash. No, not Dark Flash. No, Gasmokin losing it a little bit there. Surprised he did not invalidate it, so that's gonna hurt his time big time here. Let's ride on board as Avi as he is completing his first flying lap. Avi can definitely gain enough championship points here just to improve his position of last in the Drivers' Championship. Definitely a points finish will be a great result from him, as he does a 131.5 that will put him P5 at the moment. And Gasmokin's coming around the penultimate corner as we speak. The Red Bull team definitely looking stronger and stronger just because they show up and they will finish. And he does a 132.3. That's nice and respectable, as Avi is now really slow.
I love the chat up there, man.
Are they yelling at me yet?
No. I think anyone has to use in the chat. Or maybe not learning from me. I don't know. I love Twitch.
Yeah, so this could be the first tier to have a driver lock out the Drivers' Championship. As Book says it's purple sector 1, but I'm pretty sure that is irrelevant because this is his first lap. Book's definitely another very fast driver in Tier 5. He just can't keep it clean midway through the race. Keeping it flat out as much as you can. Goes all the way down to 5th, which I believe is a little bit more than you can do. He's on the mediums. I should actually turn on tires because I want to be retarded. But yeah, so Ron Swanson on the mediums sets a 128.5, so that explains the gap there. Can Books at any time around Wavy's time. Wavy here, and Caesar has 3 laps on his qualifying softs. Books crosses the line and he gets P3 with a 129.4. Definitely something is there. And Caesar goes pole at a 127.4, but on 4-lap old sauce, which I do not think you want to start the race on. That is a great lap, but I don't think that's gonna be worth it in the long run. As our guy in second place in the Drivers' Championship has started his flying lap. He is currently tied for second with Ron Swanson with 168 points, and they're behind Zach the Beast with 258, if I remember correctly. Let me go check. Yeah, no, 2 is what Zach the Beast has, followed by Bad Hunt House and Ron Swanson with 163 apiece. As looks like Bad Hunt House did invalidate his lap, so he should be coming straight back into the pits. Mary is coming around the track on the mediums. She's looking real nice and neat, just completing sector 1. So it looks like we have some people trying to go for these medium strat and books. Ron Swanson now puts on the softs and he's doing his lap. He's coming around the final corner. Does he improve? He should improve. He does improve by 3/10, so he doesn't move but goes on that soft compound tire. Let's jump back to Mary here. She should pop up there with everybody else. So that's a purple sector 2, but I'm doubtful that is perspective to other people's left, and that looks like C's letting her through. Coming around the last corner, opens DRS. Where does he go? She goes P6 with a 129.9. That's a very respectable time with those medium compound tires.
And Skippy said Zach put into practice. And
oh yes, he did.
Paying off. Oh, that's cool. My control, so I will be back and change my batteries.
Oh, great. So Ron Swanson has no battery, so I don't think this lap time will be any type of representation, as he goes straight into the pits. So he just had the battery on. Zach the Beast is out of the way of what I'm guessing is teammate of Bad Hunt House is Gas Smokin'. Gas Smokin' also a very fast driver in his own right in Tier 5, as looks like Q-Man's getting murdered. Gets out of the way of Zach the Beast, and I think he bailed on his lap. And he goes straight into the pits. Slingshot looks like he has started his lap. I have no idea where he is. Is he? Oh yeah, no, he's on the back straight. Can Slingshot improve of his time of 130.021? Slingshot definitely one of the nicer drivers of all BRL, if you ask around. Coming around the final corner, can he improve? He does. He goes to P5 with a 129.5, so that's a 5/10th increase from his last time. Looks like Zach the Beast started his flying lap, and so did One Man, just coming around the first corner. So Zach the Beast looking to take pole back, as he's already 2/10 up in Sector 1. Let's see how far up he is in Sector 2. He needs to improve by exactly 3/10 to take pole. Is he up by 3/10? He is up by almost half. He is up by a half a second. Coming around the final 3 corners. Coming around the final corner. How far up will he go? Will this be a 26? It's a 127.1. So, yeah, Zach the Beast is definitely looking to close the door on the championship today. Slingshot's 2 seconds up. I think he's coming into the pits.
Okay. Avi has retired for some reason.
So Avi retired in P8. Maybe he thinks he can't improve from that time. Bad Hunt House is now on his flying lap. He needs to have a really good qualifying here. He needs to make sure Zach the Beast does not get 6 points to him. He needs to score points, and he needs to score more than Zach the Beast today. And with Zach the Beast's just chain of podiums, I don't think he can leave the podium.
He has catastrophe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one race is where
himself to the podium.
Yeah, and that puts him at P4 with a 128.6. Ooh, as he almost comes out straight in front of Caesar, breaking some boards. And Zach the Beast looks like he's coming into the pits. Ron Swanson, 3/10 up from his time. Coming around, but I'm pretty sure he should be coming back in. I missed his lap. Wavy, purple sector 2. Something. He looked like he was 2/10 up, and is that one man around? That is one man around. Thought I saw rain.
Did you say rain?
Yeah, no, I thought I saw rain. Just it's getting.
Oh,
it's getting really
big
dark.
hits. Gas smoke upside down.
Oh shit. Where? Oh, that's sector 1. I missed it.
Upside down. He hit that so hard.
So Gas Milken looks like he's gonna be starting P10, and one man he can't get himself around. So Gas Milken.
I was call stream because that was a humongous hit.
I did not catch that. I was looking at one man.
See if I can take a picture. Never mind. Dang it.
Just record it. You got minutes worth of recording. So Ron Swanson looks like he started his lap. So Caesar needs to improve from his original time just so he can get on fresher, softer tires. Zach the Beast has retired in the pits thinking he cannot go faster. So anybody out on the track now is going to have their final lap. Bad Hunt House is getting out of the way, it looks like. Oh no, he's out of field, so his qualifying is done. Ron Swanson is going to be the last one to finish. I think he's going faster. Caesar's around. So Caesar's starting on 4-lap old tires. Wavy 6/10 up. Oh, I gotta turn the car audio down. There we go. Okay. Did I turn the car audio down? So Wavy looks like he is not going to improve his lap at all.
And it's set to Beast on pole once again.
So looking at the starting grid and tires, we got Zach the Beast on his softs, followed by Enter Caesar on the very old soft, I believe. Ron Swanson in P3, followed by Bad Hunt House, Wavy, Books on his mediums, Slingshot, Mary on her 2-lap old mediums. It's Avi, Gas Mogan, and one man. And that will conclude our Japan qualifying. Definitely Caesar improving big time here. And we may have, if the sky has any indication on what the rain has to come, we might have rain. And probably explain why Caesar's on 4-lap old medium or softs.
Oh, I kind of want to see Gas Mogan improve on his lap. His turn 1 2 looked pretty strong, but he just ran into the tire burst and flipped.
So yeah, Sector 1, a very deadly sector here. So let's run through your starting grid yet again. On your first row, you got Zach the Beast and Caesar. In the second row, you got Swanson, Bad Hunt House, followed by Wavy, Books, Slingshot, Mary, Avi, Gas Milken, and one man debut race at BRL. Should be a very interesting race. The question that everybody probably watching is, can Zach the Beast lock out the Tier 5 Drivers' Championship today? And in other news, which constructors team can start to pull away with the constructors championship? Because we have a bright, sunny, as bright as can be race. Holy shit, nice. So Zach the Beast definitely has a chance of locking it out. And so the Williams, McLaren, and Red Bull all in the dead heat for the Constructors' Championship. Should be a very interesting race as we wait for the circles of death to subside. Any predictions from you, Key-Man, or just you think lap 1's going to be too hectic?
Sorry, my controller turned off for some reason after, like, just as soon as you asked me that question. Everyone needs to take turn 1 very safely, because you do not want to go too wide or too wide. Too wide is pretty risky going to turns 2 and 3 and all the S's. So, the drivers have to be very cautious and very careful here.
Mm-hmm. Definitely one of the smallest grids of Tier 5's running, as Zach the Beast will lead the pack through the formation lap. Should be a very interesting race tonight, as Audi could possibly get his first points of the season here as well, just because of the short running order. Yeah, Sector 1 sector to watch, just because how tight and how odd it is. And there is your AWS predicted strategy. The one stop is soft to hards, definitely the preferred strategy. Mediums to hards is, I'm pretty sure, just as quick as the softs to hards, and I'm pretty sure soft to mediums is doable, but very, very risky. As I'm going to go straight to the Twitch chat here, do you think Zach the Beast can lock out the Drivers' Championship today? That's honestly one of the biggest questions going into this weekend.
Well, I think Ron Swanson will definitely get points here, because his race is pretty strong, so... And Battlehouse's race pace is also strong, so...
They're both starting in the row behind him, and Caesar is probably the best thing to happen to Zach, just because he's going to be a roadblock to those two. And if I remember correctly, Ron Swanson has a habit of having a ridiculous in most of these races, so he's definitely somebody to watch out for. As we are getting everybody's lining up. Let me get as nice of a camera view as we can as we start, and we wait for the lights to come on. We have 21 viewers for the Japan Grand Prix. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are off. And Zach the Beast looks like he has a good start the best start as possible, as looks like Ron Swanson's on the outside of Caesar. Caesar having older tires just because he qualified on them. Definitely not helping him, as Ron Swanson gets past Caesar with no problem, and now he's on the hunt for Zach the Beast. And Guide Hunt House definitely not looking as strong as he needs to be through Sector 1 to catch Zach in the championship. Books on the mediums probably will be our highest runner. Nice keeping it nice and neat on those mediums. He needs to keep as close as possible to all those soft runners in front of him. As it looks like he is looking to make a move on that Hunt House. And everybody looks like to be staying in the same order as Gas Smoking and One Man have passed out Avi not having the start he needs to score a point. Zach almost at a 2-second lead. He's definitely looking really hungry for the victory. As Wavy gets past Books on those softer compounds. When Books retaliates by almost dive bomb, well, basically a dive bomb on Wavy, but is unsuccessful, and now he has a train of Slingshot, Mary, and Gas Smoking behind him, and looks like Caesar. Where's Caesar? Caesar is now, or nope, it's okay. Nope, yeah. The positions are screwed up, so we have to wait for that. So I'm pretty sure the running
Caesar is
order
around.
right now. Oh, Caesar's around. Oh, yep, Caesar is in the gravel. That's definitely not the race he want. That's definitely not the start he wanted. That gives Gas Smoking, Mare, Shot, Wavy, and Bottom House a free position, and Zach the Beast has checked out of the race.
And the leaderboard is currently dying right now.
It looks like it has updated itself. So everybody's almost a second gap. Wavy has the train of Books and Slingshot behind him. And Mary on those mediums she's falling back a little bit, and Gas Smoking is looking in prime position to pass her here. Ooh, he goes wide, and Caesar's going on the inside. But I don't think Caesar has enough of those tires to make it work. And Gas was on the button. Don't think he can make the move work. So he backs out, and Avi gets past One Man. So these two are new driver and Avi battling for the final points position. And Caesar and Gas Smoking look like they got well, definitely a closer race in the midfield as I thought.
Caesar just doesn't even use his DRS. That's interesting. Yeah, DRS available. He didn't use it.
That could have been a glitch too for us, knowing how bad this is. Definitely a cleaner start than I thought it was going to be, especially with this Sector 1 being as hard as it is.
Caesar has Gas Smoking.
Yeah. Looks like everybody's pretty spaced out at the moment. Mary needs to get within a second of Slingshot here just to get DRS and to make it that much harder for Caesar to pass her. And probably use a little bit more of that ERS just so she can catch up, as Caesar is now within 3/10 of her and is looking hungry to pass her. Oh, and that's Zach. Oh no, Zach did not fall off, and Caesar gets past Mary Jane on the inside, nice and neat. Mary falls back to her starting position of 8th.
It's interesting to try and recover from that early spin. A quick 360 spin, nothing too much.
Yeah, definitely looking strong, but I don't offs should be falling off right about now just because he had 4 laps on during quali, unless he did improve on those fresh softs. And Wavy's off in the gravel. Sector 1 definitely looking to be as challenging as we thought it would be. Wavy falls all the way down from P5 down to P9.
Yeah, these S's are very tricky. We also like Caesar and Wavy go off so far this race.
Yeah. And Zach the Beast has checked out 6 seconds. He wants to close this down. So right now it looks like just to be a battle for second between Bad Hunt House and Ron Swanson. If Books can just step up the pace a little bit, he can challenge Zach for the lead right now. And Caesar is just pushing his car faster and faster, getting closer, just making easy work of it, of everybody in front of him. And Gasmokin gets past Mary Jane, and now is looking to get as close as possible to Caesar now. And one man goes on hards. I missed him pitting.
All Caesar and Slingshot make contact.
Looks like, yeah, just got the tail end of that. That looked like Slingshot pushed him off in the gravel, but I could be wrong. So Slingshot keeps his position, and that allows Gasmokin to catch up, not ever so slightly, almost a full. Now he's within a full second of Enter Caesar, and Mary Jane's now caught up as well under that second. So we only have one DRS straight, but that DRS straight helps so much. And Caesar's now back on the gearbox of Slingshot. Not looking strong in the first sector, but he's extremely quick in these in the second and third sector. Caesar looking on the inside. Nothing working. Slingshot gets a really good exit out of there. Caesar's staying off the button. Probably gonna use as much as he can on the straightaway just to get past Slingshot, but I don't think Slingshot will make that as easy as Caesar wants it to be. Caesar's on the button. Is Slingshot on the button? No, Caesar has yet. Looks like Slingshot has yet to press the button during this race. Caesar going on the inside. Can he do anything? No, looks like he has to stay behind Slingshot for another lap. Or was there a contact? On that angle did not look like it. So Caesar,
I was on board with Caesar. There was no contact. Slingshot just lost it coming out chicane.
So yeah, so nice little switch back from Caesar, allowing him to go back up to P5. Slingshot goes down to P6 and looks like very fast Gasmokin behind him. Oh no, is that a puncture? No, okay. It's a weird. That was just a weird visual glitch I had. Looks like Slingshot.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go.
Zach to Beast is 7.5 seconds ahead of that was a pretty huge gap to start this race.
I don't think anybody can catch up to him unless there is a safety car or he takes himself out. So right now, Ron Swanson and Bad Hunt House just need to cushion the blow that they're going to take in tonight's race. And can Gasmokin get past Slingshot here and start his charge right back to the Alfa Romeo of can the Red Bull looking again really fast in the second and third sector, does not look strong in the first. It's definitely a balancing act you have to do on this track. If you're fast in the first sector, you're going to be slow second and third. But if you're fast in the third, you're unstable in the first. As Gasmo go on the outside, can he make the move work or no? He looks like he lost it, and Slingshot is almost a full second ahead.
Wavy challenge Jane for peace.
This is the closest battle on the track right now, and looks like Gas, like I said, very sector, and he's outside that gap. And here comes Wavy charging on the back of Mary Jane. Mary Jane, 70% of battery in her car. Wavy with only 25% left in his car. So Mary should start using the battery, and just he sees the first runner on these softs go into the pits. That's when she should start pushing and start gaining positions back. Everybody's pretty spread out right now. Gas smoking back within that second gap, and the pitting window for the soft to hard strategy has now opened up. So it could be a very interesting race now. Maybe back within half a second, but don't think he can make anything happen from 6/10 back. Gas smoking looks like he's been improving in the first sector as well. He's now full second. Nope, and there. So it looks like in that last corner there, he loses about 4/10 away from slingshot. So definitely not something he can handle right now. And that gives Mary Jane Mary Jane is now within a second of gas smoking, so those softs probably falling off right now. Of Zach on Bad Hunt House, Caesar, Slingshot, Smoking, Wavy, and as I was talking, Caesar gets right around Books. So Caesar's recovery drive looking really good right now. Now he's looking to take his P2 position right back from Swanson and Bad Hunt House. And Swanson's the first soft runner to bite for the pits.
Oh,
Looks like Bad Hunt House window for hard tires has opened. Anybody else will bite on the pit window. Like that is a no. Oh, no, Ron Swanson just pitted. So will his teammate Avi go into the pits? Way out. So Ron Swanson, the second person to pit in this race so far. Zach the Beast almost in his whole own world right now, 15 seconds ahead of Bad Hunt. Really no care in the world right now. He's been pretty dominant all race. Slingshot on the back of Gas Smoking now. They got around Slingshot, and he's looking to start making that gap larger. Mary looks like she's starting to push more now, and she's hopefully going to put herself in a position past Slingshot on this main straight. And Zach the Beast has now pitted. So will Bad Hunt House follow, or will he stay out and try to do the overcut? So yeah, no, he will pit. Will Caesar pit? Yes, he will. Will Books pit? No, he's on the medium, so he will inherit the lead here. Will Gas Smoking pit? No, so Red Bull will not double stack. Slingshot pits. Will Wavy goes in the pits. Will Alvy pit? And Avi will pit, and that will allow us to almost conclude our first set of pit stops. So Gas Smoking now hoping he can go a bit faster on those hards than everybody else, on those softs than everybody else is on the hards, and hopefully get a nice little overcut on everybody around him. Zach the Beast only 3 seconds behind Books on 9-lap younger mediums than the old hards than the 9-lap old mediums of Books. Mary looking very hungry to pass Gas Smoking here for the last podium step. She's got battery. Can she do it? A little wide there. Nice and stable. She's on the button. Then she immediately lets go of it. Can she get past, or is she waiting for the DRS straight? Looks like she will wait for the DRS straight, but here she is. I'm pretty sure Gas should be going to the pits this lap, and we have a McLaren around, and that is Avi in the gravel. And yeah, Gas Smoking now in the pits. The second Red Bull will complete our first set of pit stops for the soft to hard strat. And Zach the Beast is almost within within a set of books, almost closing in 2 seconds in the one lap he's been out on those hards. Mary clawed in by Ron Swanson. Definitely something that she does not want to happen. To get a podium would be amazing for her. Ron Swanson just trying to make sure Zach the Beast doesn't run away with the championship. Bad Hunt House, it looks like the undercut did work on Bad Hunt House, and now he's over 6 seconds behind him instead of his the 2 seconds he was behind him originally. And it looks like our first penalty of the day will go to Avi going into the pits for a new front wing and a set of softs. Okay, very interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, yeah, so maybe going for an early fastest lap or something. I don't know. As Zach, it looks like Zach the Beast coming around back into his pole position and looking to not look back now. And let's look at how far ahead he is. He is over 10 seconds away from Ron Swanson. So Ron Swanson closed in 3 seconds with that undercut, but I do not think.
Oh, Wavy is off.
Oh, and that is
Back on the track. Him and Slingshot were side by side. And Wavy just lost it, I'm guessing. Just went off a little bit. There might have been some contact involved, or really close to each other.
Yeah, Wavy does not look like he has any type of wing damage, so he looks like he's A-okay. Or has some invisible wing damage we cannot see. And Ron Swanson is now getting past. Ooh, no! Ron Swanson's off. He has wing damage. I do not know if there was contact, or did he lose it? We will not know, and that allows Caesar to go to P4 to start hunting down Mary. That was very curious. He lost his right end plate. That was the opposite of Mary, so I do not think there was any contact between those two. But that's definitely if Ron Swanson does pit, this will probably be his podium chances shattered as Zach the Beast sets the fastest lap at a 1:31.1. Definitely, let's look at the fastest laps here. Yeah, he's about 2/10 faster than than the next fastest person. Nope, Caesar is about a 10th faster, and he's about a full second faster than Ron Swanson and Bad Hunt House in the fastest lap department. As looks like Mary comes in for the medium to hard strategy. She has now completed her pit strategy and will go on those hards and is hoping for a decent finish. And looks like she got a speeding into the pit lane penalty, and that will hurt her chances for a nice little points finish. And Books is the only one out on the track that has yet to pit on those 12-lap old mediums. And as we look to the distance from the leader, over 17 seconds from Zach to the next one on his pit strategy. Definitely not the gap that Bad Hunt House needs to have to challenge Zach for the driver championship. As Books now comes into the pits. That'll give Caesar provisional P2 and Bad Hunt last step on that podium. And his teammate Gas Milken, I'm pretty sure Gas Milken is close enough to take 4th place away from Books here before he exits the pits. I could be wrong. Yes, I am wrong. And so Books will only lose 2 spots in his pits. So that pit strategy definitely helping him there. And Ron Swanson's now on mediums, probably till the end. He should be A-okay. You should definitely see a fast soon enough just to get a point away from Zach the Beast. Is definitely something that the whole tier needs to work towards. Zach checked out from the race, is closing into 18 seconds ahead of the next fastest driver. And Bad Hunt House is trying to catch up to Caesar just to get P2 to eliminate as many points that Zach can get here for that lead. So, if Bad Hunt House was not in P2 and Zach's only championship rival was Ron Swanson, Zach the Beast would lock out the championship today if it would to finish now. And as I was talking, Bad Hunt House gets a 3-second penalty as well. Definitely seeing a lot less penalties than I thought I would here, just because how twisty, turny, and just curb demanding this track is. Slingshot definitely racing another very clean race. Looks like he hasn't touched that ERS button at all in that Pink Panther. And looks like Mary's getting really close to the car of Gasmogan. And as Avi gets another 3-second penalty, really not helping his day in P11. Mary, she's looking to use some of that ERS to catch up. Guess she has almost double the ERS that Gasmogan has. Definitely there. And Caesar sits at 130.6, trying to cut into that lead that Zach the Beast has, but I think it's a little bit too little too late to catch up to him, unless he can catch up over a second per lap, which I do not think Caesar has the consistency to have that over Zach the Beast.
Whoa!
Zach the Beast should not.
What the heck? Okay, here. Jane was perfectly fine coming out of chicane. She just turned left. That was odd.
It could be a DC in the controller, and it just when the AI took over and just yeeted her car across the track. So that takes Mary Jane from a possible P5 all the way down to P9. And who's around?
Avi, he just went around. It was a house fun.
Poor Avi. Avi is now at almost a full lap. Oh, he is a full lap down from Zach, and he was left by Caesar, and looks like he will be lapped soon by Bad Hunt House. It looks like we have a little train going on here behind Gasmogan, as Slingshot is catching up to the back of him, and Ron Swanson's having a really nice recovery drive on those medium tires. So Ron Swanson should have almost equal pace as all the hard runners near the end of the race, just because that's how the tire deg works in this game and on this track. And it looks like Caesar is falling back away from the likes of the Williams of Zach. So unless Zach crashes out, I'm pretty sure he has guaranteed the win, and that's Caesar. And that's possibly Caesar's chance for the second place on the podium gone, as Bad Hunt House zooms by him, and Books is just coming around the corner as well on those very fresh sets of hards. So Books could be looking at a podium here if he puts the pedal to the metal. Gas looking to put as much as big as possible to Caesar here, and I'm pretty sure Zach the Beast now has a full pit stop lead over that Hunt House at the moment. Caesar now needs to have a bit of recovery drive on himself just to catch up to Bad Hunt House. I'm pretty sure he will get him on penalties alone, but that's really not how you want to compete in this league. You want to beat people on the track just because. Books now looks like he's pushing a little bit on the button, trying to catch up to Caesar to snag a podium away from him. And we have another yellow flag. That's one man. That's one man. It looks like he has some wing damage as well. And Books gets a 3-second penalty, so that's definitely not going to help his day. And let's jump up to Ron Swanson on the back of Slingshot coming through the first two corners. So we have a three-way battle here for fifth, as with with Gas Smoking being the only one with a 3-second time penalty, I believe. So if this little group stays like it is, he's just not going to have he's just going to lose those two positions just on penalties alone. Slingshot should be looking at a way to get past here. And this will be the closest battle on the track, besides the one for P2 right now, between Enter Caesar and Bad Hunt House. Bad Hunt House has no ERS. Caesar is almost there as well, by himself, coming into the last few corners. This should be almost a drag race to turn one here. Neither of them want to be on the button, but Caesar goes on the button, going on the inside and making the move with track to spare, might I add, and makes the move into P2. And now it's only 29 seconds behind Zach. So he's officially lost 10 seconds, and probably 10 seconds plus on Zach the Beast, only giving Zach the Beast that much more of a lead. As it looks like Ron Swanson just got around Slingshot, and Swanson's now on the hunt for Gas Smoking on those medium compound tires. So Ron Swanson making his softer tires definitely work the most. And One Man and Avi both pitted for fresher tires. One Man going for the mediums, and Avi going for the riskier soft move. And Zach the Beast comes around for the 20th lap of the 27 that we have here. So what Zach wants right now is Bad Hunt House to drop down to 6th or 7th right now, because that will be a locked out championship for him, and he does not need to worry about any other races. But I'm pretty sure with no pressure on him, he really does not need to put that car in any type of rich mix, use any type of ERS. He's just got to he just needs to keep it clean and keep it nice and neat. Oh, so Skeppy, yeah, the championship looks like Zach the Beast is in the lead by 83 points with 253 points, followed by Bad Hunt House and Ron Swanson, both tied for second place with 106 points. I'm doing this all by memory. I should not be doing this all by memory. Yeah, so 163 for both Bad Hunt House and Ron Swanson, followed by Watchman of the Mercedes, which is not here right now, with 137. So definitely a close battle for second place, as Zach the Beast looks like he's going to go on the softs to set a fastest lap.
Yeah, might as well go. It's a whole 30-second lead.
Yeah. Does not need to worry. And I'm pretty sure he will have time to spare for the future.
Let's just hope he doesn't wreck trying to push on the softs to get the fastest lap.
Oh, that would be a heartbreak now, wouldn't it? So yeah, the Drivers' Championship definitely could be locked out here, but the Constructors' Championship is probably the more interesting one, just because the top 3 teams of the Williams, Red Bull, and McLarens are all within 8 points of each other. So, looks like the Red Bulls are in third, 8 points behind the Williams, but as it stands, they should close in that gap by a few points, won't take the lead away from him, and looks like the McLarens should lose that second place that they have to both of the Red Bulls, and start to make this Constructors' Championship a lot more interesting going into the Mexican Grand Prix, if I remember the schedule correctly.
It's actually the next race.
Yeah, it is the US of A, just north of Mexico, and that is how you say it. And Zach the Beast looks like he has now started with almost 100% of battery, and he has started his flying lap of setting. He is now going to set the fastest lap and get the max amount of points possible. Closest battle on the track right now is Slingshot and Gas Smoking, and they've been just having an accordion effect between each other. But looks like Slingshot will be in no place to Gas Smoking here or P6 until the end of the race with penalties. Driver off. Zach the Beast in his own world. Enter Caesar pretty much in his own world as well. Bad Hunt House has a books knocking on his back door. Ron Swanson has nobody in sight from him. We have a
Slingshot.
That is Slingshot. Poor Slingshot. He's been having a good drive in his own right. Spins. He loses a few spots here, and that's definitely not going to help his race at all.
Yeah, while that was going, Zach the Beast got the fastest lap of the race.
So that is 26 points for Zach. So if Books gets past Bad Hunt House right now, I'm pretty sure that will lock out the championship. And that's let's look at the penalties here. So Bad Hunt House and Books both have the same amount of 3-second penalties. So if Bad Hunt House does get passed by Books, I'm pretty sure that will be the championship, because Zach the Beast will have 26, and if I remember correctly, 4th place gives you 10 points, right?
I think you're right, maybe.
So if Books does get past Bad Hunt House, that could be the championship for Zach the Beast. If we can we get our mathematician into this? As Books is now almost within a second, the DRS second of Books, of Bad Hunt House. So Books definitely looking for that final step on that podium. Hey, can you please check on Bad Hunt House and Books mornings for me real quick, because that's definitely going to be something to watch as well.
Let's see. Looking. Let's see. The Battle has a warning. Battle has 3-second time penalty. Big Wing has 1 3-second time penalty for Battle House. Bugs warning. Warning 3-second time penalty. So I think both 3-second time penalties.
Yeah, so they both have 3-second time penalties with no warning, so it looks like Books needs to beat Bad Hunt House here on track, and needs to do it within the next 2 laps. And Zach the Beast is now at 25 out of the 27 we have here. Mary Jane gets another 3-second time penalty,
And I did double
not
check
helping her day.
I did double check the point system. P4 actually gets 12 points, not 10.
So that's well, okay. So it's weird. So Ron Swanson needs to lose his position to Gas Smokin', and Bad Hunt House needs to drop down to 5th to lock out the championship. So Zach, if positions stay, Zach the Beast will gain 11 more points on his almost humongous lead, and this will go to the United States, where all the pressure will be on Ron Swanson and Bad Hunt House to start pushing Zach the Beast down the order. And looks like Bad Hunt House and Books are keeping their distance, as we just saw Zach pass right on top above him. And Books now within a second. So this is definitely going to be a battle here. Ron Swanson having a nice race of his own. Probably just trying to bring the car home to get points for the 10 points that P5 gives you. Books within 3. Ooh! There's contact, and Bad Hunt House squeezes him outside. That could be going to the steward's room.
Yeah, that would definitely be looking at the stewards.
And we have that's Avi around again with no front wing. Definitely.
Let's see. Well, Bucks doesn't have wing damage, so he is good. Same thing for Bad Hunt House.
So yeah, definitely not what he is. Zach the Beast, it's been dominant, has his 17-second lead yet again. Really, nobody's been able to challenge him this race. It's been him the whole race. It's been a very clean race. As the really scary part was 2 cars going out in the first sector, and Books taking a very risky dive on the inside of Bad Hunt House.
Books is probably gonna try to go for around on Bad Hunt House for that podium spot.
Yeah, but if you're Books, I'm pretty sure the smart decision here is to stay behind Bad Hunt House for 1 more lap, and then you get past him on the next time around. And 1 man gets past Avi with no front wing, so 1 man will score a point if he does not wreck out in his BRL debut. And Zach the Beast has started the final lap, and we'll get past the wingless Avi. And I do agree, Echo. That was that was naughty for Books there. Let's look at the closest battle on track right now. But Books looking really slow for some reason. Through Sector 1, lost about 5/10 through there. So definitely don't know what's wrong there. He's using a bunch of DRS. Takes a bunch of dirt through that 1 corner. So both on low fuel. But Coming around the final 3 corners of Japan, Zach the Beast will increase his lead in the Tier 5 Drivers' Championship. He does not lock out, but he will win and continue his streak of podiums, which is on its own. Caesar having a very good race, very good qualifying, coming around the final few corners. Definitely a good race from him. Nice little recovery drive after spinning, and he's in Lipone mode. So, misjudged the fuel there at the end. And looks like Books does not get another move around Bad Hunt House, as Bad Hunt House will get third, followed by Books. Ron Swanson, very good recovery drive after spinning on those hards. Will get fifth. Gas Smoking coming around the final few corners here. He will get sixth and will help the Red Bull team hopefully catch up to the Williams of Zach the Beast and One Man. And Wavy will get Gas Smoking on penalties. Mary Jan will have 5 seconds for an unserved drive through. Here comes Slingshot. Definitely not the race he won. He would be up there on P5, P6, but he will go slot down to P9. And One Man coming around to this final sector. Well, a lap down, but not bad for his first showing. Very, very respectable race from him. And that will conclude the Japan Grand Prix. Definitely a anticlimactic one, if you do say so. Definitely thought there would be a lot more bumping and banging, as your driver of the day will be Gas Smoking, going from P10 to P6, I believe. No, P7. So he will be your biggest mover. As we see Zach the Beast on the top step of the podium, increasing by 6, so by 11. So the next race at the United States could be the deciding factor in the Drivers' Championship. But the Constructors' Championship, ever so close. And let's go to our final running order. It will be Zach the Beast will take another win and another podium on his mantle, followed by Caesar and Bad Hunt House will round out your podium. Books, Ron Swanson, Wavy, Gas Smoking, Mary Jan, Slingshot, and One Man will be your points finisher, and Avi will miss his first points finish. Definitely a nice little Japan race, very clean one, to say the least, and will be a very exciting race at United States, which will probably decide our Drivers' Championship, if this will be the finishing order. As all the drivers coming in, make sure the little box in the party is checked, and wait till we come to you, and Zach the Beast gets the fastest lap, so gets maximum amount of points for the Williams team. So that's 27 points for the Williams. Should be a very good showing for them. Yeah, Bad Hunt House, definitely not the race you need for the Drivers' Championship, but definitely a race that Red Bull needed in the Constructors. Decent points finish from you and your points finish. I know it's disappointing not the close-in points to Zach, but Zach had a clean race and had really nobody to slow him down. So, how was the race in your perspective? Yeah, definitely a really good showing from you and everybody else. And I will move on to P2, which was Enter Caesar. Yeah, it was a very clean race. And we move on to Caesar in P2. Yeah, I'll do P. No, I'll do P2. You can do Zach. Uh, uh, yeah. Wait, let me check if Caesar's in here because I have paranoia.
Yep, he's in here.
Okay, Caesar is in. Okay, Caesar, definitely a good race from you, getting P2 and challenge and having a okay start at the beginning, but nice recovery. Had a very good race. Seemed like you had more pace than Zach the Beast at the midpoint and end of the race. So, do you think if you could have kept up with Zach in the beginning, you think you could challenge for the win?
No, to be completely honest, Zach's just twice my speed. I don't think anyone can catch him. He's really fast. So, yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I'm sure he's really close to lighting up the championship, but I guess there's good recovery. I don't know. I mean, I had fun. Spun that twice. Came back to second. I don't know. I just kind of got lucky with how the field was spread out. I only lost one spot on that second spin. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wish I had a little bit of a chance, but man, oh well, try again.
And Q-Man, you can have our winner.
All right, Zach. Congratulations on the win. You did increase your lead in the Drivers' Championship by a good chunk. How do you feel? You had a 30-second lead at one point.
I mean, yeah, I did feel nice, but I feel like I need to go for fastest lap there at the end because I wanted to increase my lead even more when I didn't want to close the championship ASAP. And Katja did the math for me. The race ended and she said that I need 4 points to lock the championship at Coda. So I think that's going to be my main goal for next week. I would say, yeah, that was a good race for me. I was very, very fast. To be honest, I thought I was going to wreck in Sector 1. But seems like I adjusted the car good enough for the race, and I'd like to give a big shout out to Bad Hunt and Caesar for crediting me for improving, and they have been improving as well. And I really enjoyed being in this tier.
Yeah, we went on a soft to push for fastest lap. Anytime we're hoping that you wouldn't wreck, try and push for fastest laps, and you wreck, which is good. So yeah, good race and good luck at Coda.
Yeah, I'd like to point out before my interview ends, one of the times where Caesar did a spinata, I said right before he did the spinala where he like spun the S's. I said Caesar you spun and he spun it after that, so point that out.
Yeah, and this is one of my better tracks.
I'm pretty. You'd have to outscore me, like, no matter where we're at or whatever places we are. You just have to outscore me, and you'd still be in contention. So, I think that's my main goal. I think my main goal is going to be try and get podium, and hope that Bad Hunt isn't in front of me. So yeah.
My main goal is to get the championship.
Yay.
So that will close in a very. Okay, that will close our very clean and very respectable Japan Grand Prix. Hope everybody has a nice night, and make sure to tune in to Tier 1 and Tier 2 tomorrow at 7. Is it 8 and 10, right? Or is it 7:30? One of those times. Make sure to tune in there, and if the PC tier is still going, please go check the BRL YouTube and go give those guys